Thank you. And I'm once again, I'm very happy that we are here and we can present the Dragonfly organization. Initially, indeed, we got together 1 year ago during the mental health session in iScientist. And we initially decided to make the Global Consortium for Academic Mental Health, but later on we decided to give it a name. And today I'm going to tell you what we have achieved in 1 year of our work. So why we started? We started because we were all tired of the environment which promotes mental health illnesses in academia, and we are all academic people, and we want to make a systemic change in this. So mental illnesses among those in academia has reached epidemic proportions, and with approximately 50% of graduate students and professionals suffering from depression and anxiety. And unfortunately, this results in suicides all over the world in academia. And last year, there were a bunch of publications showing that there are like 20% of anxiety, 15% of depression, and impacted stress is 32%. And these numbers are much higher compared to the general population of academia. We particularly also want to focus on the PhD students group because they're the most targeted people, unfortunately, and they're struggling from financial concerns and visa issues, of course, competitive landscape, toxically promoted by PIs in most cases, papers as well, pressure, and of course, isolation when it comes to immigration. And Gil, the culture of acceptance in academia is also somewhat needs to be changed. And there are a bunch of things which cause a lot of pressure on PhD students. So we thought of creating something by academics, for academics, to create a systemic change. So today I will tell you who we are, what our values are, what the structure is. I will give you a short updates on our working groups, and I will give the conclusions. How we started, again, we wanted to create something by academics for the academics, because we believe that academics, like no one else, can understand the struggle of their peers. Our birthplace 1 year ago in the iScientist conference in Berlin, it was a wonderful time. Wendy Ingram and Yelena Brashanach, they participated in an activism session, and here they are. And they decided that so Yelena said, why don't we create something on Germany? And then Wendy said, so why don't we create something global? And then we decided to create the Global Consortium for Academic Mental Health, which was the precursor for Dragonfly Mental Health. And we prioritized topics which were, as I mentioned, systemic change, raising the awareness, creating the prevention and support. And our mission was formulated later, which was cultivating excellent mental health in academics worldwide. We also needed to develop values, and our main value is kindness for self and for others. And we also promote active inclusion, that everyone feels their contribution is valued. We also promote deliberate diversity. We come in all shapes, forms, and colors, and we focus on evidence-based based research, and we don't want to give you flim-flam, sort of, and we only base our talks and our workshop on the best scientific practice. We promote an absolute open access, so all our workshops and materials and everything is available online, and we aim for this to be forever this way. And we, of course, value our integrity, so if we commit to something, we deliver it. And last but not least, is sustainability. So it not only comes with us trying to be green, so we have all of our meetings are online, we don't travel for that, and we try to choose the closest Dragonfly ambassadors available for the talk in order to shorten the amount of travels. But not only that, we aim our organization to be sustainable, which means that we don't focus everything in one person's hands, and we try not to focus on people being sort of non-replaceable. So if someone cannot develop or deliver something, then there will be someone else who will take care of this part. This is essential for our organization, we believe so. Our structure is the following. So we have the board of directors. Wendy made sure that she invited the best out of the best people. All of them have either or both MD, PhD, MBA, and we have, at the moment, since we're a non-governmental organization, so non-profit organization in the States, our board of directors are the United States based, but we're trying to achieve better diversity on this path. So we're trying to recruit like European people to be in the board of directors at the moment. So our executive are Wendy and Yelena. So and we have working groups. So we have consulting working group, and Teresa Meyer is our consulting team lead. I'm responsible for organizational team. We also have a systemic change working group where we have Victor and Ephemeral. Then we have Gosia and Andriana for research working group. Ru is responsible for communication working group, and we also have David Ingram, who is taking care of this artistic and our videos. Everything is under his supervision, and also the web page, the beauty of our web page. We have more than 100 volunteers from over 25 countries. We're super proud that we have it super diverse, and basically in all the continents we have our volunteers. I would like to tell you more about the responsibilities we're having, and it also leads to the way that our structure is sort of working, basically. So management was responsible for getting a non-profit organization status, and we were happily and proudly saying that we have obtained it in May 2020. So now we're open for donations. So they're also responsible for funding and fundraising aspects, and they're also communicating with the board of directors and communicating with the new volunteers. Now, Teresa is the team of consulting, and she is developing she's responsible for developing consulting offers such as mental health literacy talk, mental health and isolation talk, anti-stigma campaign, the workshop for faculty, which is essential, we believe so. For example, this is this is sort of like internal web page for our customizable options for every research unit on our web page. And over this year, we have delivered 8 mental health literacy talks. We developed and delivered the first peer network workshop on how to develop and organize your own mental health unit in your institute. It was, in our opinion, very well attended. It was around 40 participants, and we got positive responses saying that it was really, really helpful. So communication team is, Ru is a communication team lead, and we also have Linda, who is our equal opportunities officers. And we're so proud that we're making sure that we have accessibility text for all the videos, including talks and workshops. Then we have, with Linda's help, developed a reader-friendly version for all of our workshop materials and also for our web page. So we have a special web page part which is reader-friendly. We have more than 1,000 followers on our Twitter. We make promotional and educational content for social media such as Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Our members participated in the blog publication. So ASCB cell biology blog is coming sometime soon, and multiple of our volunteers have participated in the Voices of Academia. This is our friendly blog, and you should also check it. It's a wonderful blog focusing on the mental health of academic people. Now we also have iScientist promo video and the booth video. And we also have developed merchandise as mugs. Then we're also creating the program for Mental Health Awareness Week in October. We will have fundraiser, multiple workshops, social media hashtag campaign, and some publications material. We have created the Systemic Change team, hosted by Victor Z and Ephemeral Roshdi, and they're responsible for trying to tackle the systemic change in academia. So we have developed institutional self-assessment survey. Basically, this is a survey which contains a set of questions for institutions. When after they answer, they will see how they're treating mental health issues in their institution according to the 5 different categories, which also belong to the mental health Dragonfly wellness wheel. So it's a department committee should be there, we believe so, the peer networks, the mental health literacy talks and skills workshop, and there should be an active campaign to find mental health stigma. And also we have developed a Dragonfly Charter, which is a public statement of intent for institutions that engage in the institutional ranking scheme when we get to creating that further down the line. So basically what we want to do is we want to sort of give the ranking to the institutions on how they're creating the systemic change in their institution regarding the mental health. We also have the research team, which is hosted by Gosya and Andriana, and they're focusing on preparing papers. For example, the evidence-based anti-stigma paper being prepared. We also have submitted our first research abstract that has been already accepted to the Conference of International Interdisciplinary Colloquium on Mental Health. It will happen in Toulouse, it should be in Toulouse, France, but now it's, again, as iScientist Conference, it's online, but we're very proud that we were accepted our abstract was accepted, and we're going to deliver a talk probably there. And also organizational team as myself, we're taking care of the website. It is work in progress, and I assume it will always be work in progress. We also take care of internal well-being. So this is an internal well-being chat where you can vent out, and also where you can also say that, you know, guys, I know I was responsible for this and that, but I'm not feeling well now, so please someone take care of it. And we're very happy that we have it because it promotes a better interaction between volunteers. So also we're responsible for coordination between teams and internal communication. We do it through Slack, and it actually works really well. I would absolutely suggest it to other people. We had general meetings at the 12th of December 2019 and the 14th of May 2020, and the next one is coming soon. So if you want to join, please feel free, and please feel welcomed, actually. And you know, when I was preparing this talk, it was extremely interesting. I went through the slides for the first general meeting where we were discussing that maybe we should have logo, or we should develop the mission. And it was basically nothing else. And in 14th of May, we had consulting team and organizational team ready, but there was nothing else on top. So there were like a bunch of drafts on how other teams should look like. And here we are now presenting 5 teams. And I think it's a great jump. Also, I'm responsible for welcome on board communication. Since we're growing and it's more than 100 volunteers, we decided that we should have welcome on board meetings regularly, maybe once in 2 months or once a month. We have also developed sort of a paper which gives a brief overview. And we also created a mental health library in Mendeley. And basically, whoever wants to join is free to join, and we have there some papers which will further on will be sorted by the main topic, where everyone could go and see what literature they may use further on in their research. We also participate in outreach. So Wendy was presenting in podcasts, Scientist Tea podcast and Once a Scientist podcast. We also have a video event from Scientist Tea and a written interview with eLife. We're present on most of the social media platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. please feel welcome to check them out. We also have a newsletter and a mailing list with around, now it's a bit more than 300 subscriptions to this mailing list, and we're taking care of it very carefully, and we try not to spam our subscribers. And we also have a Dragonfly Cafe, which was sort of our response on the COVID measures. It's basically an online cafe which happens 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Central European 7 p.m., Pacific time 10 a.m. Unfortunately, it's not clickable here, but you can just go on our webpage and subscribe to our Dragonfly Cafe. It's basically a safe space where you can just talk to your peers. And I would also like to say that on Monday, I believe, we're going to have our Dragonfly birthday party at 7 p.m. Central European time, so please feel free to join. We will just be there and celebrate. Our future plans. We plan to continue delivering talks and workshops. We plan to continue educating faculty and promoting Dragonfly Mental Health services. We want to apply for grants because we believe that as of now, our job is volunteer-based, but our main task is to make sure that we would like to pay our Dragonfly Mental Health ambassadors and make sure that no one's job is being unpaid. So we want to apply for grants. Of course, we also try to get donations, but if we could get some grants, it would be much more reliable. We also are planning to continue training regional Dragonfly ambassadors. So if we want to, after the COVID measures are done and we're offline, we could deliver German talks in Germany by Germany-based Dragonfly ambassadors. And the same goes for France, States, Canada, I don't know, Africa or Australia. We plan to partner with other disciplines. We've got a bunch of requests, for example, because initially we, as an eye scientist people, we were based on STEM field, but now we got a lot of people from law scientists, for example. They're saying that all over the world their mental health was not taken care of properly, and of course STEM, at least is what they say, are much further away with the mental health awareness. And once again, I would like to underline that we're extremely happy to be here in iScientist Conference. It's our birthplace, and I personally feel very very excited, very proud that we have achieved so much in 1 year.